Hi, this is Dina with Pretty Productive. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, thank you so much for joining us. Please consider subscribing and hit the alert for any future videos. Today what I'm going to be doing is a June week 2 check-in and cash stuffing for the second half of June. So I did start doing things a little differently in the month of May. I decided to go ahead and pull out half of the cash and leave the other half in the bank, and then the second week of the month, after the second week of the month for the second cash stuffing, I went ahead and pulled out the cash for the rest of the month. And what this is helping, for me at least, is to not have as much money that has to go back to the bank. So since I do use my card on some things, or maybe I'm doing some online shopping, I felt like I was spending a lot of time putting money back and forth into the bank. So, so far so good. So I had a pretty good week last week. I actually have money left in my envelopes, which is always a good sign. I only had one no spend day this week, and that was on the 8th. So my goal for this month was to have 15, and I've only gotten 3. So I do need to not spend as much these next 3 weeks. So let's see how this goes. So I'll mark the no spend. Okay, so I always start with groceries. That seems to be my big category, at least the category I tend to overspend. So I had a HelloFresh for $63. This is my only HelloFresh for the month. Fries for $10. Walmart for $40. And that's it. So a total of $113. And let me look in my envelope. No, the only thing I have in groceries is the $6 that remains on the gift card. So remaining for the month, so I started with $406. I spent $113. So I have $293 left for the month, which should be fine. It's basically $100 a week. I just am getting HelloFresh today, so that'll be the next 3 meals, and then my husband is going out of town the end of the month. So $293 should take me through without going over in that category. So for eating out, you're gonna notice the same thing this time as last time, is that I did eat out took eating out money in from my allowance, because it was not my husband and I, which if I'm eating without him, I do take it out of my allowance. So for eating out, I did not spend anything. So $231 remains. And then allowance, I did spend. So I spent, let me bring this in a little bit. So on the 5th, I had one expense for $50. So we had gone to, we were all up in Prescott helping my dad, and we ran to go grab lunch. My husband and I ran, and so we bought In-N-Out for everybody, so that was $50. For, on the 9th, I took my sister to Chick-fil-A. And then this morning, I took my dad to a place called Halt Bagel. So I took $84 out of my allowance. So I had $240 minus 84. I have $156 left. I'm pretty much on track in those categories. And then for household, I have not spent anything. But if you saw my beginning of the month budget, you know that I bought a rug for my daughter for $280 that I was not budgeted for. So I'm trying really hard to keep this $200 to pay myself back for the rug, and then I'll only be in a deficit for $80 in that category. So for giving, I spent $100. Make this easy on myself. It's $300, so I'm good in that category. Personal care, I spent $10. I did go have my spa day this week, but I had taken rollover money from last month to pay for those, so I spent $10. So I still have $90 left. And then for entertainment, oh, I spent it all the first, spent in all my entertainment money at the beginning of the month. So I didn't spend anything this week. So I have 50 left in that category. And then as far as my sinking funds, not too bad. I did buy some birthday gifts. I haven't spent anything on my Etsy shop. The $500 from technology will come out at the end of the month. Let's see, my mom, I am going to be over in my mom because she had a haircut and a manicure yesterday and it came to $59 with tip. I had already spent $10 on bringing her some food. I think I have 40 left in that envelope, so it's gonna be over just $9. Clothing, I did spend $79, even though I was trying really hard not to. But I did have to buy some sports bras. Gas, I have spent $91 out of my $200 budget. Vacation, I haven't spent anything. I haven't finished this yet, so that's still there. And then medical co-pays, I have not spent anything. Now medicine, so we'll come over here. So under craft supplies, I have not spent anything yet, but I will be spending some money coming up. Miscellaneous, I spent $18. And then medicine, I did spend, I bought vitamins. I had to replenish them, and they were not cheap. I think it was, let me find that. Apologies, I should have had this written down. I spent the whole 50 that I had in my wallet. So I still have 50 for that wallet. So that's where they stand. And so now it's the part that I love, and that means I get to replenish my envelopes. So we'll go ahead and count what we're gonna stuff for the second half of the month. So 1, 2, 300. 200. 40, 60, 81, 20, 60, 82, 20, 40. Now I did roll my bank money over as I usually do for cash stuffing, but I had to switch out the bills because I had all big bills. So I did go into my savings challenge money and kind of consolidated those and put the big bills in and took the little bills out. And then just got the balance out of my account yesterday. And I know there's a lot of YouTubers that will actually film the bill switch out, but I wasn't that organized, and there wasn't that much to do, because what you normally would do is figure out how many 150s you need to pull that out from your account, switch it out, and then go put the money back. And if you followed me for any amount of time, you know I do not like to go back to the bank. I will avoid it at all costs. So there we go. Okay, so I forgot. So 20 plus 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. I have a lot of fives. $80 in fives, and then 5 ones. So we're gonna be cash stuffing $845 at this video. So we're gonna start with groceries. Now for groceries, I have $293, but $6 really is on that card. So I just went ahead and pulled out an even $300. So 100 will go in my wallet. and 200 will go into my grocery category. Actually, there is a 50 in here still. So I pulled 50 too much. So this 50 is going to go back to bank. I didn't even check my envelope before I pulled the money out. Okay, so, oh no, that's right. Because I pulled out 200 plus 150. No, that's right. This should have gone in my envelope, but it didn't. So I'm just going to put it in here for now because I think $100 this week will be plenty. Confusing myself now. So let's go ahead and put that in here. I'm going to take out my receipts and put $100 in. And then for eating out, I still have my coupons in here. And somebody commented on the fact that they always forget to use their coupons, and I do too. And that's why I put them actually in with the cash so I don't forget. If I don't put them in with the cash, if I just put them in my wallet or in my car, I will never remember to use them. So I have found for me to be able to use coupons, it has to be right next to the cash that I'm going to be spending on that item. So I still have 50, 70, 81, and I'm going to add 50. So this is really a function of the fact that I have been spending so much time with my dad. I was lucky that he let me pay for today for us to go to breakfast because I just didn't give him a choice. But whenever we go out, like for dinner last night, we went out, he paid. So that is the only reason why I have this much money left in eating out. And then for allowance, because I did use part of this morning for the bagels, I have $6 left. And I'm going to put in 50. Okay, so now I have 20, 40, 55, 56. And that is going to go into allowance. Well, this is actually very tight. I'm gonna have to separate this a little bit. I have found with these pocket ones, because the money has to be folded, but I do better with bigger bills. But I normally don't like to have $50 bills in eating out because, quite frankly, there's so many places that won't take a 50. So, okay, so those are those two. And then I do need to, I'm gonna put 100 into eating out for the balance of the month. That's 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100. You guys are probably thinking, she's not putting the money away for the next part. I was just excited to get to fill these up. And so same thing for allowance, it'll be another 100. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100. The other thing I did differently this month is just let the money roll over. And I honestly feel like that's why I still have money left, because I'm not kind of just saying I want to spend it, otherwise I'm going to have to put it into savings, where I would, you know, now that I'm like, I can just let it roll over, I don't feel the need to spend it, which is kind of ridiculous because either way I have the money, but that's just how my mind works. Okay, so for clothing is going to get 100. And I did spend $79, and I did have $9 left in my account. So I have 180. I'm gonna add another 100. So now I have 280 in clothing. My hope is that this will all roll over to next month. I don't think I need anything else this month. And then recreation gets 50. Now we are going to try to go to the movies this weekend, which is exciting. I've missed going. I need to take out a receipt. And then my mom has 40 left in her envelope, and I already spent the other money on her haircut and manicure. So this will probably be it. So if I need to supplement, I'll have to supplement out of my allowance, which is fine. Now household. I did not pull the other, I have $100 left in household. I did not pull the other 100 out. I left it in my account to hopefully offset the 280 that I spent. And I'm gonna try really hard not to spend this. Though I do need to go get a plumbing part for my husband today, and he said it'd be like 20 bucks. So I should be able to just take it out of my allowance instead of have to take it out of here. Of course, a lot of times I'll say $20 and it's a lot more than that. In medicine, I have 25. I'm gonna add the other 50. So now I have 75 in medicine. Giving is not, is left in the account. And then personal care, 20, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. And then this should be 50, hopefully. 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. No, I am 5 short. Okay, I'll recount off camera. 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. And yes. Okay, you know what? I know where that's at. So in the back of my pouch, the bank had given me an envelope with the cash when I went there yesterday. But when I got home, I found $10 in my pocket, and then I couldn't figure out where that came from. So I'm gonna put I put the 10 that I found back here because I didn't know what to do with it. So I'm gonna take the 5 out. It might have been money from going back to the bank because I had so many 5s. My original intent was to cash them in, and then I went to the bank and didn't cash them in. So I'm gonna take that 5 back here. I know that is not a good, responsible way to handle cash, but sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't think I have anything else that I need to do with this. I am kind of saving up a little bit for cut and color. I won't have another massage this month. I won't need a pedicure, so this will roll over, hopefully. So I have 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90. Okay, so since this is too fat to go into here, I'm gonna put half of it in here, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, let's see, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I'll put 40 in my envelope. $10, $20, $25, $30, $35, $40, $45, $46, $47, $48, $49, $50. And then I'll put 50 in here in case I need it. But hopefully I'll let it roll over. Another thing I have found is that it is easier for me to save money when I have to go get it out of my envelopes that stay at home versus if they're in here. Squeeze that down a little bit. Okay, so these are all ready to go. I'll just cross these off really quick. Groceries is there. Okay. So the only thing we have left, let me go ahead and put these away. Now I am really itching to just switch up my budgeting system, and I get this way about every 6 months or so. I either switch to like my pocket or think about going to a wallet, or I make new envelopes, or I look at dividers. I really just get to that point where I want to switch things up, see if I get better or different results. Whether it's pulling all the money at the beginning of the month, or pulling it halfway, or pulling it out by week. If it's not doing cash in all envelopes, it's using, I've done Visa gift cards where I'll put everything from that fund, like say groceries. If I had 600, I just use that so it can go between online and cash. So I'm kind of getting that feeling. I'm feeling like I'm not saving as much as I should. I feel like I'm still spending money kind of haphazardly still. So I think there needs to be some kind of change for me, because I just know myself, when I get bored with how I'm doing something, then I'll just want to recreate it. So I'm at that point. I don't know what that's going to look like. I will keep you guys posted, but that is how I'm feeling right now. And then savings challenge, which I mention this every single video. I love the savings challenge. So it has just been really easy to forget that this money is even here. I take it out of, you know, the amount before I do my sinking fund, so I don't feel like I'm being deprived by putting the money aside. So this week is $75. So 50, 20, and 5. And I had 65 from week 1. So that's 100, 20, 30, 40. So let me know down below in the comments, are you doing a savings challenge this year? How much are you looking to save? And do you find it easier or harder? Do you find it's making you feel like you have less money, or do you feel good about the fact that you have that much money saved? So again, this was my first year, so I don't know. I've seen $1 challenges, $5 challenges, a 52-week challenge, which is what this one is. The total for the year will be 5,000 based on this trend. So I don't know, I'm really enjoying it. I'd be interested to see what else you guys are saving for, or what kind of challenges you're doing as well. So I'll put that away and then put this money back in here. Okay, so that is everything for this video. Please let me know if you have any questions down below. I hope you're all having a great June and you're staying on budget, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks so much for watching.